This is Small Biz Florida, the podcast designed and produced specifically for Florida small business owners and entrepreneurs. Small Biz Florida, talk that works for Florida. This podcast is supported by the Florida SBDC Network, providing the tools, strategies, and expertise to help Florida's business community thrive. Visit the Florida SBDC online at www.floridasbdc.org or contact your local office and get started on your path to success today.
Welcome to Small Biz Florida, the podcast and broadcast that's all things business across the state of Florida. And if you've been tuning in recently, you know that we're coming to you from the Florida Economic Development Council's annual conference right here in downtown St. Pete. I always say beautiful downtown St. Pete. It is incredible over here. We are at the Hilton Bayfront. And again, the room is full, hundreds of economic development professionals that are all dedicated to helping Florida's business community start, grow, and succeed, and helping build a stronger Florida, a stronger marketplace. And we have met some great people. The room is full of vendors, suppliers, those that provide assistance to small business owners and operators. So it is a good place for Small Biz Florida to be. And with us through all these segments over at the FEDC conference, we've got our good friend, Dr. Herbert Ricardo, who serves as a professor at the Indian River State College School of Business. Herb, thank you for serving as co-host and staying with us through all these interviews.
Tom, thanks so much. It's great to be here.
We did recently go to Starbucks and get our double espressos, so we're ready to go for the long haul. And we've got with us now some of those very economic development professionals that I referenced earlier. We've got with us Jennie Sammur, who serves as the existing industry and international programs manager with the Pasco EDC. Welcome to Small Biz Florida, Jennie.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very glad that you guys invited us and happy that we are back to in-person meetings.
Yes.
There's a lot that virtual world cannot replace. So FEDC has done a great job.
Yes, I love it. We also have with us Mr. Daniel Mitchel, who is a program manager. He is responsible for an extremely innovative program, which I can't wait to talk about, called Smart Start. It's basically a entrepreneurship program, business incubator, all kind of rolled into one. So
that's
Daniel,
right. Yeah. And Tom and Dr. Ricardo, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So as we start every episode, let's start with Jennie. Just give us a little bit of background on yourself and kind of your pathway to the Pasco EDC.
Oh, absolutely. Well, a lot of people say that we all tend to fall, most of the economic development professionals tend to fall into economic development by accident.
Right.
And
I have heard that on a few episodes, yes.
I am one of those cases. So I served the Pasco County community since 2011 in various volunteer positions, but I was in real estate before I came to the Pasco EDC. I'm a real estate broker. I have been in real estate since 2006. And the peaks and valleys of sales made me seek a career opportunity. So I went to USF and started my master's program in urban and regional planning. When my position became available at the Pasco EDC, I was already connected with our CEO, Bill Cronin, and at the time, the VP that was serving in the Pasco EDC. Through various ways, I had him speak at events that I would put together, real estate, commercial real estate related matters, because it's a crucial part of economic development, especially for site selection and so forth. So when the person that was in my position, my predecessor, left, I was asked to apply for it because they knew that I was looking for a career opportunity, and I did. And I first interviewed with Bill Cronin, our CEO, and then I did the panel interview, and it was a fit. And it's been 3.5 years after. And here I am. And it's been a great, fantastic journey. I learn every day. But what drives me is serving my community. And it was something that I was already doing before the Pasco EDC position. So
okay, nice. Dan, same question. Kind of your pathway to background, a little bit of your pathway.
Yeah, so way back when I was one of the first of the graduating class out of Florida Gulf Coast University's entrepreneurship program in the 90s. And I then became quite a serial entrepreneur myself, starting about 10 different businesses over the years. At our most recent venture took us out of state. And when we got back after selling that business, the opportunity came up to work for the Pasco EDC, helping entrepreneurs here get started. And my mission has always been help as many people as possible achieve their dreams, and you'll never have to worry a day in your life. So that's what I get to do at the Pasco EDC every day, nice. And it's amazing.
Nice, love it. I can't. We're gonna talk. I also started kind of my career after private enterprise. I started in the incubation program. I was known as the incubator guy. So yes, I love the space of business incubation. But let's start with just a little overview of Pasco County. Jennie, kind of tell us, the primary municipalities in Pasco County, what the landscape looks like in Pasco County, and what's happening in terms of economic development.
So Pasco County was known as a very rural area, and we have now taken a place in economic development that it's been very expeditious in the growth. Okay. We have worked very hard to get away from being known as a bedroom community. We did have a lot of sprawl, and in a lot of areas are still rural. However, we have gained a lot of interest in several of the target industries that we serve in the state of Florida. Life sciences has been one of the biggest growth that we've seen within target industries per se, because Dan is going to be able to talk about startup programs in the hype in startup businesses that we've experienced in the last couple of years. I mean, it's been expeditious as well. But when it relates to Pasco County, we are about almost 600,000 people in the county overall. And our board of county commissioners are very pro-business. So we have the blessing that we have a very cooperative local government that helps us in being able to accomplish the objectives of economic development and smart growth. Pasco County right now is doing a lot of things that relate to workforce. That's one of our objectives because it's a very well-known challenge, right, not only through the state of Florida, but also nationwide. So our organization is working closely with our school system to develop that talent pipeline. We have an amazing workforce program. Our workforce manager is always being innovative and trying to stay relevant. When it pertains to my role, I'm very passionate about it because I get to serve the existing industry and businesses that are in the county. They're the backbone, right, of our economy. And a lot of people find it very sexy and appealing when they're out there recruiting and bringing businesses, which is a crucial part also because FDI, a lot of the high wage paying jobs come from FDI companies, right, that come and invest in the state. However, if we don't take care of our own, how can we market our area? So the BRE program, which is what I'm responsible for, focuses on bringing together all the resources so we can keep our existing industry in the county and help them grow and expand. We also work closely with the SBDC trade program. We help our companies discover international markets. We help them expand and have a footprint that's global, so they can continue succeeding. And if they succeed, we succeed. And the SBDC has some great resources, along does Enterprise Florida as well, which is a crucial partner. Yeah. So
nice. I think we talked about Dade City is the county seat in Pasco County. Mm-hmm. All right.
So we have 5 districts.
Okay.
And so it's covered by 5 Board of County Commissioners.
Right.
And they all are very well engaged and involved in our board, in all our efforts. So again, I think that a crucial part of economic development is when your local government is involved.
Yeah, absolutely. You need that support, and you need that political leadership that has vision.
Absolutely.
For kind of the future. So Dan, Jennie mentioned life sciences. So again, very popular topic. Wide open spaces in life sciences, a lot of ground work has been laid in the state of Florida for life sciences. You've got a lot of universities participating. So it is a great field for entrepreneurs and for those startup industries. So talk about your program and kind of specifically what's going on in that incubator in terms of life science in Pasco County.
Yeah. So what's great about our incubator program is we have a very diverse county from we're like 40 or 50 miles wide, right? And so the east side of our county is cowboys, and the west side of our counties are people diving for scallops,
Right.
And in the middle, you've got your professional services and your tech-minded folks. So we really have a diverse county. So we've got 3 entrepreneur centers across the county. The one on the east side, in the more rural part of our county, we have kind of given a food incubator flavor. So we have a commercial kitchen. We support them in producing foods to go into mass market, or if they just want to start a taco truck, we support that. On the west side of the county, we focus on maker space, tradespeople, skills, CNC machines, laser engraving, kind of that innovative, from idea to parts to prototype to invention. And then in the center of the county is our professional and tech services and life sciences. And we deliver solutions across all 3 centers. The solution, business is business. So whether you're opening a food truck or starting a killer app or curing cancer, widgets are widgets. And so the program and the accelerator and the tools we use are the same, but the amenities and the connections and the flavor of each center is specialized per part of the county. It's really neat.
Maybe you can elaborate, and I'm sorry, but maybe you can elaborate on the life sciences side, our collaboration with Moffitt Cancer Center with the new campus that we have.
So there are going to be a lot of things happening with Moffitt coming to town in Pasco County. So they're opening basically a medical city, 760 acres, bigger than downtown Tampa. I think the goal is 14,000 employees or
14,400.
Yeah, 8,000 of those employees are supposed to be scientists.
Wow.
So a big area of our county is going to be focused on life sciences, and we're excited to be a part of that.
Wow. And Moffitt is partnered with your organization to kind of, are they going to create an incubation program to foster innovation and new ideas in medical technologies? Or
we shall see. They are all about that.
Nice. Well, just to already have 3 centers, you really have sold your county commission on entrepreneurship. Are they physical buildings? These are physical locations?
Yeah. So our Dade City Center is a partnership with our UF-IFAS County Extension. They own the building, and we share some space, and it's a really great working relationship. People at that center can quite literally, through the community gardens program, go out and learn how to grow tomatoes. And then through my program can learn how to take a salsa to market.
Right.
And so it's really neat. And then our one of the centers that we have is purely funded by us and through county dollars through our Penny for Pasco. That's in Wesley Chapel. And then our center on the west side that's focused on trades and skills is partnered with another organization called AM Skills is what we're working on.
And I'm probably going to steal Dr. Ricardo's question, but I do want to ask you in terms of so as you say, Pasco County known as maybe a little bit of a rural community. How do you begin to develop that entrepreneurial culture and mindset? Are you working with the high schools and the middle schools? Are you starting there at the beginning of the pathway?
Yes, and yes. So the great thing is all of our high schools utilize business curriculum. We have a Co-Starters, which is a national curriculum. They use this business model canvas. We often send our staff in, myself included, to go judge pitch competitions and are very involved in that. We partner with the local universities. We have an organization that the SBDC is a part of called the Pasco Enterprise Network, where all of the local entrepreneurial support organizations get together quarterly, share best practices, share referrals with one another. When a lead comes through our website, if that lead makes sense to talk to the SBDC because maybe they need to go get an SBA loan and need more specific counseling, we will send it right to the SBDC. If they said a couple things like they're also looking for property, maybe we'll send them to another referral partner. So,
yeah, no, that's great. And absolutely, the entrepreneurship is, just the the hub of everything. So what happens? How does the mechanism go with your particular program, where if somebody says, I've got an idea for a business, I want to make something, whatever, where do they go as far as speaking to somebody and being able to get the feedback that they really need to have in order to succeed?
Yeah. So the first step, if they're tech oriented, would be to hop onto our website and fill out an interest form.
Okay.
But either way, what's going to happen is they're going to start off with a consultation with us. And when somebody comes into the Smart Start the first time, I always ask that entrepreneur, what's holding you back? I mean, you've got an idea, but what's holding you back?
Right.
And it's usually either workspace, education, funding, guidance, or they don't have a team. They need to collaborate with others. So we have programmatic solutions in each of those 5 areas. Whether they need one or all, we can deliver that. And so each track is sort of customized per entrepreneur.
Yeah. What about the whole access to capital issue? Do you have some funders? Do you have some dollars that micro lenders that you're working with? How's that working in the program?
Yeah. So depending on how much they need, if they're real early stage companies or a mom and pop or someone that just needs to get that first tranche of funding, we offer a microloan that we administer through our Smart Start program. It's up to $50,000. It can be used for working capital, inventory, equipment. It can't be used to acquire real estate.
Where did that funding come from?
So that was a combination of Pasco County tax dollars as well as philanthropic business owners and some of the local banks.
Jenny, did you do that? Did you pull that off?
She gave that to us out of her pocket.
I tell you, not for nothing, not to be biased, but one of the things that really we're known for at the Pasco EDC is that we have a lot more programs than the usual economic development organizations. In our regional area, there is no economic development organization that has a Smart Start and incubator program with an in-house.
Right.
So I'm very proud to see that. And I'm actually, sometimes I'm jealous of him because yes, I love my role, but to see the expression of people's faces when they actually get the opportunities that he brings to the table and see them how they grow through all those phases. And when he gave the example earlier about growing tomatoes and then making the sauce and selling it, it's because he actually has somebody that did that.
Yes. And just remember, Jenny, when you're jealous, incubation's 24/7.
Yes.
You probably work late, but you get home by 6:30. Incubation is really a full-time, everyday job.
That is true.
Yeah, Tom, I've responded to 2 text messages from
while
entrepreneurs
on
this
Small
podcast.
Biz Florida.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And Dan is the father of 6 kids.
Oh, great. Oh, wow.
Yes.
6 entrepreneurs.
I was going to say a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit there with Dan. Yes.
We do have an in-home incubator.
That's right. I love it.
Yes.
I love
Nice.
it. So tell me, has there been any kind of cooperative or from an entrepreneurship position and creating a business through international help? I want to hear about this.
Absolutely.
All
So
right.
when he's talking about the Dade City location, he currently has an FDI small business startup that he started collaborating with and has established themselves here. So if you want to talk a little bit about that FDI and where he's from.
Yeah. So this gentleman,
The ghee, right?
yeah, ghee. So he's making ghee, which is a clarified butter. And he's from Bulgaria, and his lifelong dream has been to move his wife and his child here to America. He's got a very successful mozzarella cheese factory in Bulgaria,
Wow.
but he needed to move here, some political reasons,
Sure.
and he came across our program through some social media marketing, and since then, we've got his company established, we've got his product tested and approved. He's licensed and inspected in the state of Florida. He's officially allowed to begin production. He just moved his wife and child here last week. And not just supporting the how-tos of business in Florida and the legality of starting a business in the United States, but he came and visited us as soon as he got here because his 9-year-old daughter was afraid because she doesn't speak very good English. And she says, "Daddy, are the American children nice?" When they came and visited me, my 7-year-old daughter was with me, and now Catalea is not afraid of American children anymore because she has a new best friend in
That's
America.
superb. That's
Yeah,
superb.
great
That's
story.
So just to kind of elaborate a little bit of how we get those opportunities. So the
Sure.
international program has what's called smart landings, like Smart Start.
Right.
So we provide them a soft landing,
Mm.
which economic development organizations within our region don't have either. So what we do is, and you can go into the details of how they land here, because we give them a year for free to establish a virtual office. Well, actually, it's a physical office because, it's not like one of the private big ones, but they do have an office space within the entrepreneur locations,
Right.
depending which one fits to their business.
Mm.
And that allows them to land here, get started. He guides them. He gives them a strong foundation on how to start building up that business. We help them with the logistics, incorporating their business. If they need any immigration assistance, be connected with any of the diplomats that represent their country here in the area. We do that as well. So all that is part of the international program in a collective effort with the Smart Start program.
Wow.
Excellent.
Nice.
And we have 2 other international FDIs that landed this year.
Currently.
So the technology one, right, from India,
Mhm.
and then the other one was
Softgen, I believe, from Martian. He's from another country.
I forgot. We've been so busy. I forgot what country it is, but we are getting a lot of
That's
attention
excellent.
for
That's great.
FDI soft landings.
So I guess, incredible entrepreneurship program, which I think, Jenny, I'd have to sort of agree. I don't, I'm not an expert certainly on all 67 counties across the state of Florida and all their EDO programs. But it is pretty unique, I think, to have embedded within a typical EDC operation, a entrepreneurial
An incubator.
incubator program. Most EDCs, EDOs are really kind of focused on, small to medium-sized enterprises that are already existing, of course, retention, and then recruiting to have that business move to our town and set up the factory. So pretty innovative collaboration and partnership.
We want it all.
Yes. Yes, I
Wow,
get, yes.
there you go.
I get it.
And they're getting it all. They're getting it.
Yes, you do answer a lot of the questions. But I guess in true Shark Tank style now, Jenny, what I want is your 1 minute pitch. Why Pasco County? Why does the business want to come to Pasco? What do you offer?
So we are working hard on creating that work, live, play, and learn. So a lot of people say work, live, and play, but we have phenomenal schools. We have St. Leo University. We have a lot of the great schools for, when it relates to high schools and in these programs that are more of, they don't like calling them technical schools. They don't like that name for some reason, but we have so many options when it relates to preparing the youth and the talent pipeline and the education system to have a career path. We have that. We have more affordable housing than in other areas. We do have the challenge of affordable housing like anywhere else in the state. I don't think anybody's exempt from that right now. However, in comparison to our neighbor counties, we do have some more costly, effective housing. Our local government is very pro-business, and we have the concierge service, which is represented by me for those existing industries, where we hold them by the hand and we never let go till we have to. And we're going to ensure we're from start to finish with them. So, and again, it's one of the fastest growing counties. Why not?
I like it. Nice.
Terrific. What a great program.
Yep. You got the pitch down. I like it, Jenny. Okay. It is Jenny Sammur,
Yes, sir.
who serves as the existing industry and international program manager for the Pasco Economic Development Council. We've also got with us Daniel Mitchel, who is the program manager for an extremely innovative program called Smart Start in Pasco. You guys, sounds like you're doing great work. Keep it up. Thank you for what you do in helping Florida small business and entrepreneurship ecosystem grow and thrive.
Thank you. We love our state. We're so blessed. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our story.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, Dr. Ricardo. Thank you, Tom. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. Yeah.
And with that, this is Small Biz Florida. There's more coming your way from the Florida Economic Development Council's annual conference here in downtown St. Pete. This is Small Biz Florida.
This has been Small Biz Florida, created and produced by the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Your host for Small Biz Florida is Tom Kindred. Partners for Small Biz Florida include WPSL and WSTU and Indian River State College, named the 2019 winner of the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence.